3 foot something, so the rapids is probably like that size.
I am streaming, by the way, if anyone cares.
Right on.
Huh? Did you say
I
right
don't
on?
care.
Right on.
Oh, right on.
I love streaming.
Oh, we all need to get Twitch pulled up and muted for ourselves so that we can attract other people. Remember?
That's right. We have to
I mean,
peer
yeah,
pressure people into
bracket.
watching.
That's right.
Perfect.
We gotta pump those numbers up.
Oh, man. Okay, let me see.
All right, post the link in chat.
I don't remember my Twitch username. Crap.
All right, let me...
But it's
DJ,
in D&D
probably.
general.
Never mind, I'm gonna watch day 9.
The amount of usernames of mine that are dbailey07 is a little ridiculous.
Significant.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw this one in general chat as well, just for funsies.
My God, so many dudes.
Why do I have so many tabs? Ugh.
I got a third
Badoo.
screen, and I am...
Badoo.
I have too much.
Feeling yourself, and it's dbailey07.
Mr. Krabs?
Great, perfect. That's exactly what I knew it was.
Okay. Oh, Travis, you are sideways. Are you staying that direction?
Help! Help! I've fallen down. Prone.
And you can't get up.
Oh, it's so funny. Okay. All right, cool.
Wait, is my favorite person streaming right now? Oh
Yes, I
my
am.
gosh. That's so cool.
Is that, are you saying like me specifically, or are you saying because you're seeing yourself?
No, me.
Oh,
or-
you're streaming? Oh, you're streaming.
yeah, okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
you're on
bad.
The person I
screen.
love the most.
You're on screen.
I love that guy.
What's the name of the channel again?
I posted it in general, but it's mediocre streams, I think. So it was
Stream
Okay,
mediocre.
just in general.
stream mediocre.
I'm a strong, independent woman. I don't need
2 M's.
Yeah. There you go, baby.
Did you know that you can drag a link to your browser? I just learned that right now because I randomly tried it. I never tried it before.
Good job, man.
Huh? Cool. Never knew that.
Yeah, it's super neat.
Pretty good.
DJ, I think you get a gold star, buddy.
Hey, what I really want is some
2 gold stars.
Oh crap! What's it called? Book inspiration.
I thought you were going for a blowjob joke or something.
Oh,
What I really want is
I could use a little-
fellatio.
inspiration.
If you know what I mean. Okay. Discord. Okay, so that's... Wow. This is amazing. I love having 3 screens. All right, so last time, you guys, all of you except for our new big boy here, you spoke to a lake monster named something Sun. What was his name?
Ravinson
Hopefully
Sun.
his new name is
Ravinson.
3.
Sri. No,
Sri.
Ravinson, the lake monster in Bremen. You guys located and spoke with it. You did not engage in battle with it. And with a good persuasion roll, you convinced it to work with the people in that the spell Awaken that was cast on it is not removable and thus is no longer being held over its head to do the bidding of... the one who Ravinson to do the bidding of Ravinson in turn of the Frost Maiden. So you guys took Ravinson's son back towards town where they spoke with Grisnik, and you introduced also the scholar of the area. What was her name? Tally, thank you. Introduced her Tali, and the people Bremen were quite excited to meet such a fascinating creature. And then you guys separated into this totally written, totally in the book, interesting story about these 5 taverns that are operated by these 5 brothers. And last we left off, gosh, who went where? Where are you guys? Aliam, where are you at?
I am hanging out at the Easy Going or whatever. I forget the name. The river one.
So I'll go ahead and give you the recap of the tavern names. There's the Grumpy
Okay, great.
Moose.
Keel.
There's the Black Bearded Brother Tavern, Even Keel, the River's Mouth, and Stones.
Even
It's
keel
not one of
is
the
where I'm
5.
What?
I thought that you
Correct.
left.
We had
No.
met at the
Buried-
Buried Treasure Inn.
Buried
Oh,
treasure.
is it everyone
and-
else?
No.
Yeah, this
Were
is
you
for
by
Alien.
yourself?
This is for Alien.
Yeah, he didn't ask where
Ah.
everybody's at.
So
Oh no,
I am-
I thought that you had left. I didn't realize you were still there. Cool.
Nope. We finished last session and I was still there letting Dude Bro finish his thoughts.
and I'm sorry, which one were you at?
The
Even keel, right?
thank you. Yes.
Okay, cool.
Literally 5 seconds.
With Theodore Lafair. Okay,
Yes, Theodore Lafair.
Isaac, where were you?
At the other one we just said, the main one
Grumpy Moose.
that I forgot. No.
Buried treasure.
The buried
Buried
treasure.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I
Uh,
thought
He
that
had gone
went
and
to go
helped
help
Grisnick
the
fix his
boats
boat.
on the-
Yeah, but I headed back after
and-
to the buried treasure.
that's right. And
Got
then
it.
Slaggin, you were.
I had gone to the Grumpy Moose, and then after I ate my fish, I went back to the Buried Treasure to
Okay.
meet our team.
And then Wilfred, you were at the buried treasure as well, where you actually spoke to the innkeep, and you had discovered information regarding her son, Huar, was taken away by some tieflings, and they left back towards, what is it called?
The old castles.
Caer-Dineval.
Caer-Dineval and Caer-Konig, right? Somewhere
Correct.
around there between them.
Those are two different castles that were built out here, but he was taken specifically to Caer-Dineval.
Oh.
Yeah, those are two kind of separate, ones. Oh, you know what, Travis? I'm gonna send you a link for our Roll20. Right now, we just have like maps of the region and stuff, so you can kind of see it better.
Oh, yeah, I didn't enter yet.
I want to go to Caer-Konig Jr.
Hmm. Hmm, hmm, hmm.
I
We gotta
don't
go to Kelvin's
understand.
Cairn, which is definitely not a volcano.
Yeah,
It's
well, I had
Kelvin's
my words mixed up.
Send you that.
It's just a pile of rocks.
Pretty much.
Forgot that you got Karen mixed up. I totally forgot about that.
All right. So yes,
What's the word I was thinking of?
I don't know.
Caldera.
Caldera.
Oh, yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
right on.
That
So,
tracks.
with that, and Sri is not currently in the picture. What would you guys like to do?
How much time can we spend in this tavern?
It's currently, I think you spent about an hour and a half to. Oh, did you say how much can we? I thought you were asking how much
I was
did you.
Just kidding.
It is just after lunchtime. It's maybe like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. As that was one thing you're doing was getting lunch. We lost to Travis.
I'm present
He's here in spirit.
in spirit. Sorry, I have to use my authenticator to get on the Discord.
And it's very zoomed in on my face in your square.
All the better for the viewers.
I should be watching the stream then.
So,
Oh, hello.
Why aren't you?
It's,
Ah.
Are we fixed? Are y'all happy?
it's also
Yeah, you're good.
mirrored somehow for
Because
some reason.
I don't have to watch the stream. I was there.
I'm living it. Yeah.
I am the
No.
stream. What are you guys
Yeah.
doing?
So, does anyone know where Alien is? Alien.
I think he split off to, I think it was the black bearded brother bamboozle bin.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
That wasn't going well when I left.
One take, one try.
Is he still there, Wilfred, or what? You know what happened?
How the hell should I know?
Yeah, I saw him walk in, but I
Great.
didn't see him walk out. Maybe he's
Well, I mean,
Probably.
that's possible,
Checks
but
out.
he seems like a resourceful lad. I don't think that would be the case.
Nah, he's dead.
How late is it? I don't remember.
2 o'clock afternoon.
Well, I don't really know what this cat is doing. I don't really know what else we need to do in this town. What's the plan? I mean, we could go seeking more jobs, or if you guys have heard anything that we could investigate, maybe we could do something else.
That's what I was going to suggest. Preferably something we get paid for. I mean, it was nice to introduce Ravinson's to the townsfolk, but I like money too.
Yes, I agree.
Here, guys. The innkeep needs our help.
Oh?
Oh, okay.
Her son is missing.
Oh. That's horrible. What happened?
He's missing. Duh.
Well, we'll just say,
Well-
I assume you would just tell us, because I can just recap it. I have notes.
You have notes.
Yeah.
He's been missing for months.
Oh, that's
Wow.
If
horrible.
he's missing for months, then nah, he's dead.
I don't
Yeah,
know how
he's
the kid
probably
would
dead.
survive that long. I mean, up here, that's very unlikely that a child could survive out in the wild very long.
We're just having this conversation while she's probably around.
Well,
Hey, lady,
Wilfred,
your
you would
son's probably dead.
know that he's not lost. He was taken to Crap, what was it? Caer-Dineval. Caer-Dineval.
Caer-Dineval.
I like Caer-Dineval better.
So he's not lost. He's not like out in the wilderness lost or anything. He left under an odd circumstance.
He joined a cult.
Oh,
You have to go-
that's different.
Knock some
There seems
sense
to
into
be
it.
a lot of those floating around. What did she offer for us to retrieve him for her?
A sense of adventure.
I mean, that's good enough for me. And
She's
feel
broke.
bad for the mother. Oh,
Man, everybody out here is broke.
I mean, that's most of the folks you'll find up here are.
But
Fortunately.
it sounds like an interesting place. Maybe
Well,
there's treasure.
No other work to do, then I guess it's better than sitting around in Bremen.
They call them the old castles.
I like old castles.
So let's
Works
shift
for me.
over to Alian. Alian, you are in one of these 5 taverns at the Even Keel. He just kind of finishes going on, and he takes up the plates and the tankards, and just kind of thanks you for your business, and kind of walks in the back and starts messing with some stuff.
Yeah, no, I mean, I would leave the payment for the lunch on the counter and just kind of call out, even though I don't see him. I would just, kind of hear him tinkering around in the back and be like, "All right, well, I'm gonna go meet my friends, so I'll see you later."
Oh yeah,
Thanks for
well,
the lunch.
yeah, absolutely. Thanks for stopping by. Come by anytime. If
Yeah.
you're hungry, come hang out, or if you want to come and have a bit of a smoke or someone to talk to. Okay, I see you're
that's
leaving
right.
out the door. You have a good day now. Okay, bye.
Pushing me into actions that I don't take. Quit railroading me in my personal interactions with characters that you control. Okay. All right. Well, Theodred, it was a great conversation. Thanks so much. I appreciate it. And yeah, I'll definitely come by and visit you again. You're such a nice guy, and I hope things work out with your brothers.
Oh, right back at you, pal. All right,
I
take
don't have any
care.
brothers, but I'll see you later.
Okay, so
Okay, have a good time.
Oh, that's pretty funny there.
Uh,
Okay. So I walk out of the Even Keel,
Mhm.
and oh man, I feel really tempted to try and interact with the other brothers, but I don't think I've really fully formed my thoughts on like what my plan is to try and get them back together. So I think I just need time to think it all through, and so I'm gonna follow after Wilfred, who I know went over to the main tavern.
Buried
Okay.
treasure.
And
I know
as
it
as
is
you
time.
step out, you kind of get your bearings. You look across the way, and from outside of the other tavern, the Stones Tavern, you see a Firbolg stepping out. Travis, if you'd like to describe your character.
It's actually small for a Firbolg, probably a large on the normal being size, but 7'3". Got just some kind of old, ragged-looking leather armor, black armor. Got his hair kind of pulled back. It's kind of honestly somewhere between like dreads and just kind of matted back down, patch of shoulders. Violet eyes. Nothing too spectacular except for he's pretty big.
Yeah, you guys walk out, and you two probably catch each other's eye as most people in this town have their furs on and maybe some fishing gear or tackle box, but both of you seem to be equipped for, much more, some readied for adventure or travel across the tundra. So definitely kind of catches your eye as someone of note.
Clear this isn't somebody who belongs in Bremen on a day-to-day basis kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I'd just give it the old heads up nod from across the way.
The clearly bro.
He just like looks up like he thinks to.
And I go, then I just give an awkward salute, like I don't know how to respond. Just like I'm not gonna explain what I just did if he doesn't understand it, and I start walking towards the very treasure area.
Is he? So how far away was he?
You're
from
like
me?
10,
You said he was
15
just
foot.
walking out of-
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
you both kind of, so in this
Close.
circle, there's like 5 taverns that kind of point to the center of this town, and he came out of one, maybe 30
I'll have
feet
to,
away,
like,
and you
walk.
came out another one, and you both kind of go towards the path in the center, and he just kind of looks, does a little head signal nod, and then begins to walk off.
I think still kind of stunned, out looking upside, up in the air, wondering what's about to fall on my head, or looking for a bird or whatever. I think I'll slowly mosey my way in. Be cut outside.
You're a little quiet.
Oh,
You're doing
Yeah,
what?
you're cutting out.
Hello, test. I said, I think can you hear me?
Yeah, that's great.
Okay.
That's much
I think
better.
I don't follow straight away. I think I'm outside for just a little bit, but I'll eventually probably mosey my way towards the main tavern.
Okay.
It seemed like.
Okay. You are cutting out a bit as you talk, but
Yeah,
you
at the end. Yeah.
you do begin to follow Alian as he kind of walks off, and you just see another kind of point where of interest where some other people who are wearing the kind of more basic fishing gear and warm weather clothing are kind of walking in and around this tavern. As he walks in, the door opens, and inside you see a very large blue kind of creature without a lot of furs on, which is a bit odd. A short gnome character inside, and a man just kind of bundled up furs with goggles on, as Alian just kind of, what would you do when you walk in? Not to put words in your mouth, DJ.
Right.
You see your friends inside.
Please put more words in his mouth. You
You
didn't
do a
say
backflip.
anything.
Yeah, exactly. I would walk in the door and be like, "Oh, it's you guys!" Backflip, backflip, backflip.
He's so excited to see us. He's like a little doggy tail going.
That's right. No, I just walk in and be like, "What's up, guys?" Give the little upwards head
hey,
nod.
Alan.
You see that same head signal. Do you continue to follow? Are you being stealthy or?
No, I'm not being particularly stealthy. I think I just kind of extinguished my my time at that stone tavern and am doing a little bit of light bar hopping, so to speak. So I see him do this head motion again, you say,
Mhm.
as he goes through. I think again, I just kind of snap up, turn around for a little while. I think that I'll kind of follow in his footsteps, and then if he was just past the threshold of the tavern, I'm gonna look on the inside of the door frame as I walk in to see if he was looking at something that's about to hop down from there.
Yeah, with your passive perception, you don't see much. But as you open this door, you see these 4 individuals inside. You see maybe 2 other fisher people that have their cold gear off. but are sitting down enjoying an ale. And you see stairs that lead up to a second story where you assume there are beds for sleeping for the night. And you guys see this Firbolg come in through the door. DJ, the one that you had just Alien had just seen in Thoroughfare.
Yeah, I'd probably, honestly, when he walked through the door, I'd probably still be in the middle of conversation. I think after greeting my group, I would have walked over to the bar and greeted, what's her name? I'm not going to remember her name.
Cora.
Cora, that's right.
With only
The last
one
airbender.
R.
Jesus. And it's a C, C-O-R-A.
Yeah.
Spell it. Anyway, Cora. I would have gone back over to Cora and engaged in a conversation with her. Hey, Cora, how's it going?
It's so good to see you all. It's very well. Can I get you anything? Are you thirsty? Are you hungry?
Yeah, the first thing I just wanted to make sure of was that my friend had returned that cup of yours that we borrowed earlier.
Oh yes,
Sure.
absolutely. Very kind. Brought it back in one piece. Yes, he absolutely did.
Wonderful. Okay, well, great. I think I remember leaving a little bit of an overpayment.
Check. Yes, absolutely. Can I get you some ales on that tab?
Sure. Yeah. Let's have a drink for everybody, and maybe that's when I would see the Firbolg walking in and say, if he'd like one as well, I'd love to pay for his drink. I'm assuming we're the only ones in the tavern.
Some stranger pointing at you.
Yeah, you see this Alien character you saw
He's
previously.
the only other person in the tavern, and it's like a small room, and I'm like, drinks for everybody. Oh, him too. Yeah. It'd be awkward if I was like, everybody but that guy who just walked in.
Right. You see this human female woman go behind the bar and begin to prepare some ales as you guys all kind of sit there. Wilfred was kind of in mid-conversation talking to Slagan about
They
helping.
call it the old castle.
Yeah.
I like gold castles.
Okay, so I kind of make my way. I see he's got a mug held out at arm's length. I think I'll walk up and take it and say, "Now is this to help protect against whatever's up there?"
You're saying this to to who?
To Alien, right? As he offers a
Alien. Oh, okay.
right, he
Pass out
Oh,
the
sure.
ale
hands a
to
mug out to me.
Yeah. So I would hand a beer over and grab my beer as well and say no, it's just a drink. There's nothing up there. What do you mean?
Cold comes from outside.
Well, I just didn't know why you kept looking up, but hello.
Hi, I'm Alien. It's nice to meet you. Put my hand down.
How close are they to the table?
I mean, you guys are
Like-
pretty much all surrounded. Like,
Oh, okay.
some of you might be sitting,
I think-
y'all might be standing.
I'm surrounded.
You need your
The
booster chair.
gesture of looking up is actually a greeting used by many folk. It's just a quick pass by to say hello without speaking words.
Please hold me.
Say, hello, little one. He looks down to, I'm guessing,
Yep.
guessing towards his kneecap.
Yep.
Where
Word man who just asked you to hold him.
A grown ass man.
With a big
Yeah,
beard.
for real.
A big bushy beard.
Slagan, how so?
How high are your knees?
Up.
Yeah. if the rest of you could re-describe your characters for Travis, just quick lowdown, like your race, general height, general physicality, anything you want to mention.
Yeah, I really am maybe up to your kneecaps. I'm 2'10", and old graying hair, well, fully grayed hair, bushy beard, balding head, got some side hair, but I'm wearing a big old like classic wizard's hat, or maybe a garden gnome hat, but not a wizard's hat,
Mhm.
and ratty old, just patched clothing, really dirty, because Not quite as bad as like Radagast, but I'm on my way.
Radagast light.
Yeah, there's a nice drawing in Rhyme Time. Probably pops up on stream sometimes.
Yeah, they rotate on.
Yes.
All right.
Um,
Who's next?
Slaggin, what about you?
Right on. So I stand up and I'm actually shorter than you are by a couple of inches, which I'm not used to. But you see this blue-skinned tiefling, the one that was described to you earlier as not wearing a whole lot of cold weather clothes. I actually have just a set of shoulder pads on and otherwise exposed chest. You can see there's a bit of hair and some tribal tattoos there. Relatively wide shoulders, built pretty well, but big thick head of hair, big thick black beard, black eyes with a really small little glowing yellow pupil. Boy, how else to describe? I've got this really thick tail that follows behind me, not super like many other tiefling tails you might have seen before, because this one relatively muscled and covered in hair, and this really cool like wave pattern, like ocean waves rolling across the side.
Alyan?
Yeah, so my guy's a pretty normal height, kind of tall for a human, but he looks like an elf, and so 6'2", 6'3", basically is about how tall he is, and got fairly long hair that tends to stay pulled back, kind of like my hair is right now, in basically a pony, but occasionally you'll find like a pony but with like a half down sort of thing, where with some hair cascading down, and that's typically how he wears it. But yeah, fairly slender build guy. There is a picture of my guy as well that gets pretty close to the body build approximation, and what he wears as well. I don't know about the cape per se.
Hey, here's one of the reference
You
images.
gotta have a roguish cape.
That was
Yeah,
whenever
exactly.
he
You can be a rogue without a
that's
cape.
whenever he actually
Batman.
sat for the portrait that was made.
Right?
Yeah,
That's right.
but he does
Some
have
sort
a lot of
embellishment.
he does have a lot of leather strappy sort of clothing on, like a leather cuirass sort of thing with what look like half concealed like daggers and a couple short swords on his back kind of thing. Yeah, that's about it. But player knowledge rather than character knowledge, he presents as an elf, but is not.
So you might see that come up soon. And Isaac.
So you just see human-sized, maybe like 5'10" sized guy who's just, for some reason, still really bundled up, even though he's inside. He has a bunch of vials and a couple of pouches out in the open, but aside from that, he's just really bundled up. But he has these bright red goggles that he's wearing over his eyes, so pretty much you don't see any skin at the moment.
There you go.
Oh, we'll remedy that shortly.
So yeah,
The night goes all right.
right. Yeah, you guys are kind of in this tavern. You kind of look at each other, and what are you guys talking about? Anything or
Talking about old castles and Viking castles.
Yeah, old castles. I think I look down to, here we go, Wilfred, at my kneecap, and I go, sorry if I scared you, son. Sir. I can. And it just looks kind of visibly nervous, really just talking in front of a bunch of people.
Nice to meet you.
I extend my kind of pinky down and rest it in his.
I'm
Wait.
sorry, I didn't
It's like
get
gripping
your
somebody's
name.
forearm in a little gnome hand.
Oh.
I didn't catch your name. Who are you?
Well, that's a tough one because my parents didn't really give me. We don't really give names where I'm from.
cutting out a bit? Quiet.
Let me see if it's the combo of bad Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. You can You can call me Shree.
Well, you're a pretty big guy, Sri.
Oh, I'm gonna look him over. Does this is it Slagan or Slagan?
Slaggin, yeah, like
Slag.
slag, metal
Slagan,
slag.
like the dragon.
Yeah,
Alright. I look at Slagan. Does he appear to be like nervous? Like, is he nervous? Somebody's bigger than him? Or...
He's not used to it for sure, especially with usually having like a shoulder and head height over most every other person in the room. But you can tell he's he's enjoying it. He's happy to have somebody who's the same ish size.
Pardon me. I don't know if it's polite in where you're from. And then I'm gonna use my racial trait to basically, what is it? Disguise self, and make my height even with Slaggin. Say, there, we are eye to eye.
You guys see his.
I like
form
eye to eye.
Just a little bit.
Whoa.
Oh, really? He's
That
bigger
was
than Slagan? Oh, dang.
Yeah,
I like
he's a
to
couple inches
imagine
taller.
it's like 80s like animation, like choo choo choo.
Yeah. You see just slight after images as it shrinks.
Yeah.
That's an interesting trick. Are you some sort of
That's
magic
impressive.
user? I don't see this kind of thing very often.
Well, I dabble a little bit. The Firbolg, you see, are born with an innate sense of magic and nature, and some other I've picked up in my travels. I think he looks, obviously sees Wilfred's get up, and intuits that he is a magic user. And is it Isaac, right?
That's right.
And Isaac and says, "How about yourself? Just trying to keep bundled up, or do you have something warming you?"
I just prefer to keep covered. That's all. Nothing special. I'm just I don't know. It's quite cold out here, so there's no reason for me to take clothes off, especially considering how often we have to suddenly go outside because of some sort of disturbance. So
Also, he's really good at math.
that's right. At least that's what comparatively, I suppose.
I've always imagined he's really ugly.
Maybe one day you'll find out.
Actually,
Yeah,
I
he's
have a
kinda
question,
weird.
Isaac. As long as we're talking about it, are you a ghost?
A ghost? Why do you ask that?
Well, we don't know that you're not a ghost, but if you were a ghost, you would have to tell me, right?
Yes, that's actually very official ghost terms.
Legally, you have to tell us.
That's right.
I am not a ghost, so you can be assured I'm not a ghost.
That's exactly
All right.
what
I'm
a ghost
human.
would say.
The ghost. Yeah, the ghosts have to read the Miranda rights.
Yeah, you know, Isaac, it's never come up before because we've just been kind of busy with other stuff. But it does strike me as odd that even when we're hanging out, you've never, like, I don't know, relaxed, kicked back.
I'm just not a very relaxed person, that's all. I just prefer to be prepared just in case something happens, and
Are you
Like to keep my
horribly
distance.
misfigured?
Christ, Wilfred.
I am not
I don't mind.
disfigured. I just simply prefer to stay bundled up. Listen, if it really is bothering you so much, I can take off my jacket if you'd like.
Listen, guys, I feel like this
Take
is peer
it
pressure.
off.
This is
Take it up.
this is come on, Cora. Let's get another round of drinks over here.
Yeah, more
yeah,
drinks.
that'll get the clothes off.
Yeah,
She
absolutely. She gets another round and brings him over and happily takes empty mugs if there are any and places down new ones in front of you all. She lays out a small, like a ridiculously, like, why'd you bother, small platter of some cheese and some bread that is just ultra hard and stiff. She's like,
Oh, no.
yes, To the best guest in town, huh?
Thank you, Cora. And
Thanks,
by the
Cora.
way, I guess when I eat, I have like a cloth
A little
over my
collar
mouth.
thing
I
that comes up.
loop it down. Yeah. So you'll see that I have
Like a gator.
a white, like a white guy's. Like I'm white, pretty pale. I have a beard, but that's like all you see, and I eat a piece of cheese.
Interesting.
I'm really focused on being white.
I'm just.
I have a white.
I'm very
well,
white.
Like, I'm a
I'm
white
so
guy.
white.
I'm a white.
I'm like really white. I'm like as white as I am in person.
Oh,
more,
so
few
you're
more.
saying you're like,
Like a ghost. That's what I'm saying.
You lied to me.
Oh boy.
And just back up.
I don't think I would say anything about it, but I don't know why I would bring it up unless I was talking about it. Never mind.
Cool. That was a great moment in this game.
Yep.
So I will.
This is the kind of quality content you can expect of me.
I'll ask Isaac. I'll say, you mentioned going in and out of the cold a lot. Busy up here, and
You cut
Sorry,
out.
I cut out for a moment. Yeah. Mentioned going out in the cold a lot. That's all I heard.
have you been busy here in a sleepy town?
We've been traveling quite a bit, making a bit of a name for ourselves, I suppose. Just helping folks around. I'm from the area, so I prefer helping folks out. But, you know, I'm also very curious about what's causing the storm that's trapping everyone here, which I hope you're aware of. I don't know
Yeah,
how
we
you
can't
got
leave,
here.
or we die.
Apparently, not validated yet.
We haven't tried,
Can
obviously,
ghosts
by
die?
fact that we're alive. Or are we alive? I can eyeball Isaac a little bit.
I've
Yes,
been
we're alive. I can
I've
assure
been
you.
holed up here for a while. Same as you due to this storm.
Oh,
How long have you been up here?
whereabouts did you come from? Oh,
Well, I
what's
come
your mother's maiden name?
Right. What's the last four of your social?
my favorite childhood pet's name,
Yeah.
Sparky.
Sparky, oh Barky.
Sparky Barky
what
boy.
was Sparky? Rabbit?
And so I continue. I came from a place far away from here, and traveling with actually is it Reghead or Reghead? Because Reghead makes me think of like a Bob Marley cult that's out here, but is it the Alex?
Oh, I'm sorry, say again, I was reading something.
Is it Reghead? No, it's
Oh, Reged, I think.
Reghead.
I'll be right back. I'm
Raghead.
still here.
Yeah, Reged.
Raghead. Been traveling with the Raghead.
Do I know where that is?
So the Reged,
Wow.
the Reged
to
tribe,
northeast.
you would. Yeah, it's like a nomadic tribe that has lived in Icewind Dale for, hundreds and hundreds of years.
Oh, so you're a nomad then?
Well, kind of forced into it. I wasn't for the majority of my life. Circumstances change. Now, unfortunately, I've found myself caught in a place for longer than I have been. For quite a while.
So what brought you into this town particularly?
Well, long story, but I'm looking for a person, persons belonging to the Sublight clan. I don't know if you've heard of any of those folks around here, but most people I talk to don't seem to have a clue.
Sublight clan? Do we know what that is?
Sunblight.
Oh, Sunblight.
Sunblight, yeah.
Sunblight.
I don't. Well, everyone give me a history check, I guess.
Historia.
I rolled so low. 9.
No, it doesn't ring a bell.
16 teen.
9.
19 teen.
Slag and Wilfred, you guys
Historian.
do have a bit of knowledge on this. These are like a twisted version of dwarves or like underground type dwarves that are evil in nature. They're like marauders, and dwarves kind of hate them because they're almost kind of cousins in a sense, but they disown them completely.
Yeah, I think I've heard of those guys. They're marauders.
Well, have you heard anything about them recently, or come across anybody? You said there's been trouble around.
Most of the like dwarven-ish people we've dealt with were back in, what was that town? Brinshander?
Good meat.
Brinshander was the Black Blades, I think is what they called themselves.
Oh, sure. Okay, I was thinking of, was it Torga?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The
Torga
original
was a dwarf,
saleswoman.
wasn't she?
Yeah, with
Yeah,
Suffolk.
Mariner's outfit.
So
That wasn't their name. That was what he was wearing.
Yeah, that was Suffolk.
I don't know if those are the people you're looking for, but
Trust me, if you came across these people, you
Like you were drinking a ghost.
no,
Woo!
it's my spoopy ghost drink.
Well,
So that they would want to attack us. They just kind of rob people in the streets. Is that kind of what we're expecting?
I don't know about them, other than most of their kind. That, but really, they're the only thing I have to go. So, what about you guys? You said you've been working around helping the local people.
that's right.
For
We were actually
money.
just discussing where we were going to go. But yes, we've definitely been compensated for most of our efforts. It's just that most folks up here are strapped for cash. So
They're broke.
Speaking of helping people, I meant to bring it up to you guys, but it's been so distracting meeting our new friend here. I feel like, I don't know. I don't even know what to do, but I feel like these brothers, I feel compelled to help them out. I'm a little frustrated by the situation.
I am frustrated as well. It's very inefficient for them to have 5 taverns. They should just have one. It doesn't make any sense.
I agree.
And bringing it up apparently just frustrates them. So I don't see the
Yeah.
point in just. Maybe if you talk to the other brothers, but. I'm
Sri,
not
have
very good
you
at that.
seen these taverns yet?
I've been to one that I saw your skyward gazing friend outside of, and I met a gentleman there. He didn't mention having any brothers. I've just recently been here in town, so it's actually a place that I stopped in. I've been
Yeah,
on
they
the
seem
news, but
unusually clammed up about their family relationship.
Well, some of them.
Some of them. So you got
Oh,
one of them
yeah.
to talk at least.
Yeah,
The
so
guy
I
over at
went to talk to
Kooky
Theodred.
Moose.
Theodred at the easygoing place. I'm gonna keep calling it the easygoing.
Even keel.
Just chill, man. Just chill.
Keel.
That's the name.
It's-
Oh, just
The
chill,
even
man.
keel
Just chill.
zone.
The chill man hookah bar.
Yeah, I went to talk with Theodred. I had a second lunch. I was feeling a little hungry, and he opened up right up like a book, and he told me all about it. There wasn't really much that you guys didn't hear when we were together, talking to the other brothers, honestly. But he was more open about it, and he talked a lot longer about it. And you come to find out, it's basically 2 of the brothers who are really fighting out of all of them. Amir and I think it's Lorbane and Amir that are fighting primarily, or maybe Amir and Camus. I can't really remember.
Wasn't Lorbane the first one we met?
Yes.
I thought Lorbane was all of their names.
No,
thought it was their family name.
Lafair was the family name.
Oh.
LaFair is the family name. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. I DJ can't remember. Can my character remember?
I'd say so. So,
Okay.
and I'll say especially so because of my inconsistency with it. But you guys met. I did make a chart, so we're good now. You guys did meet Lorbane LaFair at the Grumpy Moose, who's the
Okay.
first one you spoke with. Then I forget who, but someone went to Amir LaFair.
That was Slaggin.
That was Slaggin. Yep, who spoke to
I was?
at the Blackbeard Brother Tavern. Yeah. You
No, I didn't go to any of the taverns, but the Goofy Moose.
Oh, you're right.
No, that's not true. You went to a separate one whenever we all came back into town. Because well, no. You came with me.
No, DJ, you did.
No, it was. Yeah,
went-
never mind. You went to 2 different taverns.
Yeah,
that's right.
I've been to 3 taverns plus
Yeah.
the treasure.
I've only been to that first one that we.
Sorry,
ever
so
stayed
yeah,
at,
so
'cause I
DJ
went
was
straight
you.
back
You,
there
Oh
for
yeah,
lunch.
you
I
went met
pissed off
Amir.
Amir. That's right.
Oh, okay.
Yes, you went with me, Isaac.
I pissed
Isaac,
him off,
and
then
was
I
it
left.
Wilfred and Isaac that came with me?
Yeah.
I think
Was Wilfred
all
Isaac?
3 of you went to see
And then
Amir.
Slaggin went back to the Moose. That's right.
Yeah, Slaggin went back to the Moose.
Good old faithful.
And then after Isaac said whatever to Amir to piss him off, you guys then split.
That's
and
right.
then
I was
you-
like, I can't.
Yeah,
Isaac.
you went to Theodred, and then I think Isaac went to the dock, and Wilfred went back to the inn as well. Buried treasure. So DJ saw Amir with the other 2, and then DJ went, or Alian went to Theodred. So you guys have not
Yes.
met Camus or Elmer.
Elver.
Elmer.
Elmer?
Okay.
Elver's
guess
better.
it's Elmer.
Nope. Elver.
It's now Elver.
Oh, it's Elver now.
Elver. Yep.
Backspace,
That's-
backspace,
That's
backspace.
better.
He introduced himself to me as Elmer, so he's gonna be having one hell of an identity crisis.
Oh, no!
I start referring to him as Elmer.
Elver.
So then
Elver,
that's
Elver,
Stones, but we don't know that yet. I mean, you know that. We don't know that,
Right.
but you know that.
Well, I said that there was the brother there.
Oh,
Okay. So my original question before we got into that was, do I remember Theodred telling me which of the 2 are like the main ones fighting?
Yeah, Theodred said that Camus was the most upset at all of the brothers. Elver was... Don't shake your head at me. Elver was mad at Lorbane because of the different styles of taverns they're wanting to make, and
Jeez.
let me see. Amir,
I mean, he seemed like he kind of wanted to check on his brothers,
yeah, he was just kind of distant. You're not sure.
and Lord Bane was avoiding the whole thing.
Lorbane is just doing his thing, man.
Yeah.
He's hanging out, but he's also a little nervous whenever he sees. Like, he's tried to go visit the brothers a couple times, but has lost the courage to do so each time, just because he's looked at it through the window and
Isn't that Theodred? The one you were talking to a bunch was
Yes.
Theodred. Yeah.
Yes, he's not.
I'm making notes, though.
Sorry. Yes, Theodred has tried to go visit the other brothers a couple times, but he's pretty non-confrontational and is
Mhm.
wussied out at the end.
Yeah, all
No.
these brothers, they as you've Alian, give me a insider perception check.
Okay. Well, that wasn't the best I've ever done, but let's see how it pans out. 14 total.
14 total. They all appear to be the same age.
Okay.
The 3 that you've seen, at least.
Got it. Yeah, I mean, from what I gathered, honestly, it sounds like Camus would be the person to try and break through to, if anybody. Because if he comes back and like goes to talk to the brothers, then I feel like all the other cards would probably fall into place.
One question.
Uh,
Who cares? Why are we
Wilfred,
meddling
how
in
can
their
you be so cold
personal
and unfeeling?
lives?
Because, okay, Wilfred, I understand where you're coming from. We have nothing to do with these people. We just got here to town. But I personally, I don't know, especially after I spoke with Theodred, but even before then, I just feel like they've opened up to us, and I don't know, if we have the ability to help somebody better their lives in some way, I feel like we are compelled to do that. To help
Yeah,
them.
I just think we should also be dealing with people who are compelled to better our lives also.
Yeah, you have to cut your losses at some point. But if you think that you want to talk to Camus, be my guest. I mean, we're not doing anything at the time anyway, so.
Yeah, I don't know.
I just know that I should not be the one to talk. I'll probably just make them angry again.
I could talk to a few of them.
I just kind of mumble. I mean, you said it. I don't know what you're talking. I drink.
There's a reason why I lived on my own for so long.
Somebody likes you?
Me? I'm the reason. What have I done?
No, the
He
reason,
was talking to me.
He lived on his own for so long
Oh.
Yeah.
that nobody likes him.
I don't think there are many too like me nowadays, but yeah, no, I was fairly popular back before I moved here. Now
Are
I've
you super
mostly
old?
kept my own.
Before the disfigurement, right?
Before the acid accident.
Yes, before the acid accident, which is why I started studying chemicals, of course.
Took
Which
so
turned
much
him into
acid at Coachella, it just
Are
got
you
crazy.
basically the
He's an acid
Joker?
goose.
Yeah.
I don't know what this Joker you're speaking
I
of is.
don't know of a Joker either.
Oh, okay. I'm not really.
Clowns!
I'm not much of a humorous fellow, so I don't think that I would be classified as a Joker. But to answer your question, I'm probably older than I appear, but I'm not that old comparatively.
I don't know how you appear.
Here, like anything, so.
All right, here, let me just show you, and I'll just take off the outer layer for the first time. Where is?
Ah!
Oh, you're an idiot!
Does anyone have a passive perception over
None of us do.
14?
I do.
You notice whenever Isaac starts unbuttoning, Cora's just staring and just stopped. She was like wiping the counter, just like seeing him unbutton. Just looking.
Sorry,
Is
good.
it because you can see right through him like a ghost, man?
She with your you see she kind of blushes a bit on the cheeks and just looks away, and she's like, nope, just keeping the bar clean. She just goes back to cleaning. Isaac, you unbutton. What happens?
I look like
Your ghost form
I'll describe it.
evaporates.
I apparate
Mhm,
exactly. I apparate out and I just dissipate. No,
Ah,
you see maybe 30-year-old man who's very, very pale, probably because he's been here so long. He's still wearing his red goggles, so you can't see his eye color necessarily. Looks maybe brown. He's wearing just probably custom built. It's just a leather jacket, but it has all these metal, all this metal rivet onto it, essentially. He has kind of a work shirt looking thing underneath. He has some long gloves and just some work pants. And then he still has that green bandana / cloth that he normally keeps around his mouth over his neck.
Isaac, what are we supposed to be seeing here? You haven't revealed anything other than what clothes you're wearing underneath your bandages. Instead.
And he's a very pale white man
What skin
with
are we seeing?
black
of yours?
hair.
Yeah, it's
Where's
a
the
midriff.
skin that
It's
we're
a
supposed to be
midriff.
seeing?
It's a midriff outfit.
The head.
Oh, you've taken your wrappings off of
Yeah,
your head.
oh,
Okay.
sorry. I posted a picture in chat.
Oh, sorry. You just said you took your jacket apart, and I was like,
Oh.
okay.
I said he was pale.
I see another jacket below your bed jacket.
But he has just short-ish black hair with a full beard. Looks like he's in maybe his 30s. Just some dude.
You guys give me
Just a regular dude.
give me
Wait,
a
you're not
give me
Very
an
pale.
give me an intelligence check, everybody,
Yes.
except for Isaac.
I'm so good at that.
Oh, not one. Let's go.
I got a nat 2. Let's also go.
21.
Fuck.
So Wilfred, you're looking and you notice two things. One, something's definitely off. He doesn't look quite human. Something's
Wearing
weird.
someone else's skin.
But the other thing that just kind of catches your attention is that green cloth that's around his neck. It looks like a very finely made piece of cloth. Definitely doesn't seem to belong in Icewind Dale. It's just very different from the style of the rest of his outfit.
Well, there you see. I'm just a regular human man.
Hey, dude, I don't know why you're wrapped up like that. You look pretty freaking normal.
Like I said, I just... Oops, what was that? What did you say?
Are you a lizard person?
Do I appear to have scales?
You're hiding them.
I don't know
Are
where.
you actually in charge of the government?
Yes, my horrible skin disease that I'm hiding underneath all of my clothing is definitely covering me entirely in scales, except for my head. I'm not even trying to actually be honest there.
I believe you.
The
Boy.
cold of Icewind Dale is particularly harsh on dry skin conditions. I'm sure that I could recommend a regimen for you.
I'm fairly experienced with a variety of ointments, made many myself, so
Listen,
I
there's a system.
appreciate the advice.
He has 2 friends that he's talked to. He has this other friend who's gotten him onto it. He sends him the ointments. He gives the other ointments to his friends. And they sell
Takes
the
a small
ointments to their friends.
percentage.
Yeah, each person has a couple other people they talk to, and
Oh,
then
God.
they each.
Listen, all you
You
have
It's
to
only
like
talked to
it's like a
3
tree.
other people.
Isaac, I
You have
know
it.
you're tired of doing tasks for money. Would you like to be your own boss and work from home?
You have untapped potential. Look at your Facebook profile. How many friends do you have?
Hey, girl.
All right, so you guys have, or I guess you're still having this conversation about these brothers.
I don't know what to do now.
Well,
I
as
got-
far as brother. Oh, good.
Well,
Jump in.
I don't know.
Good.
I feel compelled to do something. You guys can hang out. That's fine. But I feel like I need to at least go and try and talk to the other brothers.
I wanted to go see the old castles.
Could we?
Where are these old castles you keep referring to?
East.
Oh, is that
Yeah,
where
They're the cares.
Caer-Dineval.
Oh, Caer-Dineval, I see.
Or
Well, I
Minnesota.
mean, I might tag along with Alien here, but I don't mind that being our next destination. I actually failed to mention this previously, but I do have a task to do down in Dugan's Hole, which is past Goodmead. So if we ever swing by that area again, I'd like to go there eventually.
What do you need to do down there?
Get a
There's
new
just
face?
no, there's just a particular flower that I'm looking for some of my alchemical studies.
Oh, okay, cool.
So who, TM, who's the brother of this particular establishment? Is there one here?
No, so you guys are currently at the Buried Treasures. This is a separate inn. The other ones are specifically taverns only. They are not inns,
Gotcha.
though they do have a few extra rooms because it's not being used for anything. But yeah, this is a separate inn. This is ran by Cora. So, what would you guys like to do?
I am gonna go see if I can talk with Camus.
Okay.
Throw back on my coat, and I'll join him.
Okay.
Yep, I suppose I'll tag along for lack of other things to do right now.
Does everyone join? Is anyone doing anything else?
Shri, if you'd like to
That's
join
all.
us, you can. I don't know if you
Come on,
have
man.
anything going on, but maybe this could provide a little entertainment for the evening,
Make
one way or
Unwrap
the
the
other.
mystery of these brothers.
Yeah, there's no point in it. The more people I can meet, the more people I can use to help me in my own tasks.
Yeah, let's
That's
go
right.
stick our nose where they don't belong.
Yeah.
All
Each
right.
of us can
that-
go to a different tavern at the same time.
Sounds
It'll be
like our
great.
motto at this point.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys put your gear back on for those of you who want to, and that need to. And you head outside, and you notice that a snowfall has begun. It's been kind of clear. I mean, there's been a bit of snow getting blown in various directions from just what's already been on the ground on the roofs, but there's actually a fresh snowfall. You forgot for a moment, that it's perpetual winter here, but the snowfall falling in your face just kind of reminds you of the never-ending winter here in Icewind Dale. But you do gather your things and make your way to the town center, where you see the 5 various taverns around you: the Grumpy Moose, the Black-Bearded Brother Tavern, the Even Keel, the River's Mouth, and Stones.
So
I know
Olian,
you guys said you want to end all of this winterness, but you have to admit, this is pretty refreshing.
the winter?
I'm fine with
Don't
the
let me
weather.
get lost.
I don't have anything.
It's not really the problem I have with the situation.
It's more the unable to leave and the effect it has the environment and the people here.
And the murder.
But I mean, I do like the snow. Nothing wrong with it.
We should see if we can convince somebody to stop the murder, but keep the snow.
I can do without the snow.
I think it'll still snow up here, even if it's not perpetually death winter that kills people on a regular basis and prevents them from making a good living and living in squalor.
I mean,
That's just
even
my 2 cents.
When
about
you say it
100
that
years
way.
ago or so, it was still cold up here. It's been cold up here for a very, very long time. It's more that this cold just is particularly bone chilling and doesn't
You
end.
guys don't like the perpetual night? Man, I don't know about you guys, but like, I hate the sun.
Simon, I keep meaning to ask
I
you,
happen to agree with you there.
what do you plan on doing with all this money that you're earning?
Well, I should buy better equipment so that I can earn more money, so that I can buy
Yeah.
better equipment and then earn more money.
Yep.
hmm
And then I'm
And-
waiting. I'm looking at his eyes and waiting for his brain to break. As
You
the
can see,
cycle happens.
you can see he's just like thinking about it. Like, well, I could kill people a lot easier that way too,
Which will help me get
which will
more
help me get more money.
Yeah, more money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what do you do with that?
This goes
Well,
on.
eventually,
There's about
I suppose I'll do that until I either have enough money or I'm dead.
You
Okay.
enjoy battle, or is it simply acquiring funds that are interesting to you?
Kind of both. Kind of both.
Oh, I see.
I don't
Oh,
tend to
that's
shy
fair.
away from conflict. You may have noticed.
Mhm.
I'm gonna let that one marinate.
okay.
By the way, I did hold onto the rope that that Wilfred
Put out.
asked
I
people
mean,
to hold on to.
your vision's not been impeded by any means, so you
Oh,
guys
yeah.
just see.
Just to humor him, just so that he
It's-
feels
When did
safe.
this happen? Did
Yeah.
I miss something?
It's starting to snow. Yeah, I said,
Yeah.
grab the rope.
I guess I missed that.
But I am still 5 feet from him. I'm not
Yeah.
even. I'm not that close.
yeah.
So anyway, Olian, if you want to talk to Camus, it would be the River's Mouth Inn, which I
Oh,
believe
okay.
one that none of us have been to yet.
Nice. Thanks for reminding me, because I definitely didn't remember.
You're very welcome.
And I start heading towards the River's Mouth Inn.
No problem. So you make it to Rivermouth, and the stone kind of decorative outline of the words that are kind of above this entryway. As you walk in, you push on
Burst
this
through the door.
hinge door that seems less well kept than the others. When you go inside, you see there's not a lot of light here. The windows are boarded up haphazardly. In the other taverns that you had been in, there was candle lighting here and there. There was an attempt for upkeep, but when you come in here, it is just dark, and you see a soft glow kind of around a few corners. You feel like it's probably spilled through a room or two to make its way up to the entry hall. You can tell that someone is in here, but there's no one at the front waiting for you. It is just dark and quiet.
before I see anybody,
Mm-hmm.
I'll say, "Wow, this one's a real shithole, isn't it?"
This one's way worse than the others.
If
By
I
a lot.
realize what he's saying halfway through a sentence, I'll be like, hello, is there anybody here? Try and talk over him a little bit.
Sure. You just hear, hey there. We're closed. So, thanks for stopping by, but,
Yeah, I can see why.
You're closing. God damn it. Well, it's like 4 p.m. Are you? We're just looking for a little bit of dinner.
I'm sorry, I don't have anything to cook for you, friends. There's 4 other taverns nearby that you can make your picking from.
Oh well.
Which one do you recommend?
I think the even kill is probably gonna be your best bet.
Even kill, huh? Okay. Well, when are you going to be back open? I have heard great things.
And you see coming around the corner holding like a candlestick, you see a very similar looking half-elf that just kind of comes around the corner. And this one, though, again, looking very similar to the others, looks just a little bit older. And he says, I don't think we'll be opening up anytime soon. Is there something I can do for all of you? You just kind of hello.
Were you attacked?
Hello.
I was kind of point over my shoulder towards the busted boarded up windows.
No, that's just the the Everlist in winter tearing apart this establishment here for last year or so. Just don't have the funds to repair it, and it all affects us differently. Some of us have windows shuttered so that nothing comes in. Others have giant hail balls blast through your windows and just kind of smash it in pieces. You know what I mean?
You should open up a firewood business.
He
People
kind
would
of
pay good money for all this.
he kind of laughs. He says, that's not a bad idea. Maybe I can offer up this old shack to repair some of the other homes for the other people.
So, you got 5 paying customers here. Have you got any drink on hand by chance, or have you just completely closed down? How are you making any money?
Well, I don't. I've not made any money for a few months. I just don't see the point,
Sounds like a lonely existence.
It can be.
Why don't you reach out to one of the other taverns or something to see if they can help you out?
You see, he kind of has this sigh of okay, obviously you know a bit of what's going on. It just says, well, to be honest, it just doesn't feel like there's any hope for any change. Sometimes things take their due course, and things are what they are. There's not much you can do about it.
Wow, you're a real ray of sunshine, aren't you?
And he just
Damn, you're roasting him without
He looked-
any fire spells.
he looks down at you, and he kind of pulls the tip of your wizard's hat just barely above your head, and tilts it back a bit.
Thank you.
And he says, well, I used to know that spell. You ever heard of it?
Can you show me?
He casts sunlight.
Well, there you go.
And you
That's all you need.
hold on.
Just keep casting that
True-
over and over.
Too bright.
Or he casts dawn. Sorry, it's called dawn. Nope, that
Sounds even
one.
brighter.
That's the damage one. What is it called? It's daylight.
Here.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Daylight.
Yeah, so a bright beam, for those of you who are from elsewhere, this is straight up sunlight. It just illuminates. If you were outside this tavern, you'd imagine there'd be rays just shooting out the various nooks and crannies and cracks.
Man, this is probably making me happier than I have right to feel in this moment. That actual sunlight is touching my skin for the first time, and it seemed like forever.
For just a brief moment, you almost feel yourself blinded. As he
Isaac backs away and like covers his eyes and is kind of in the corner, like just waiting for it to pass.
Yeah, this is miserable.
He and it's not like extreme blinding light, it's just like regular daylight, but it is a drastic change from what you've been in for, however long since you've been in Icewind Dale. He then grabs a bowl nearby and covers it, and this like bright hue is just like going downwards, and he's just holding it like in his hand. And he's just looking at Wilfred, and he says, "Here you go." And he hands you what's in his hand, and it's a coin with the daylight spell on it.
Wow.
Is it still lit up?
Yep.
Damn. Could you
Why don't
put
you
that
use
away or
this to bring in
something?
business?
It's a copper piece.
All right, I close my hand around it,
Yep. And then it
Thank you.
completely is obscured.
Aw.
and then I
Isn't
open my
it
hand
sad?
and it's not there.
Zach's side looks like it's shining. Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, if people don't have
That was
daylight in all of Icewind Dale, why haven't you used that to attract customers?
Well, that he just kind of laughs. He's like, "It's exhausting. I used to have such power over the arcane, but I traveled. I used to be an adventurer, probably like what you've been, but
How
Are
are
we-
your knees?
Got any arrow scars?
he says, I decided to retire about I don't know, 7.5 years ago. I was sailing off the coast of off the Sword Coast, and well, at the height of my power, I had accumulated enough money and had enough time, and I created 4 simulacrums, and thought that I would make my way up to Icewind Dale and make a sort of magic shop or place of business of some sort. But little did I know is that they have their own consciousness and don't exactly like following commands similar to myself. Well, we all got up here and had different ideas about what kind of tavern we should make, and time just left us, and we all made our own, and it's just kind of spiraled out since the Frost Maiden put this curse on the land. I need to get out of here. I need to take my simulacrums with me so we can do something else.
I want
Well,
to do.
Okay.
I want to do an insight check on him to find out if I think that he is like psychotic and it's actually his brothers, or if it's actually like
Yeah.
him having made simulacrum.
Semiawaha?
Insight. 18.
Okay, Isaac, what were you gonna say?
Oh, I was just gonna say, well, if you desire to meet back up with your copies, then why don't you think that they would have the same desire as you? I mean, well, we've talked to a few of them, and it sounds like they want to make up and talk things over. It's just that no one has the urge to do so.
Alian, you do believe what he's saying. Sounds like he's
Okay.
telling the truth. He'll say, well, I know Theodred, I thought he'd be kind of the ball-fisted one of the group, but turns out Elver is. I've tried to make amends. I mean, they know what they are. But, I don't know if the thought of becoming another cohesive unit and making a decision as a group sounds fun. And I think they all have their independence, and I've talked to a few of them and they're interested, but it always boils down to, well, what are we gonna do? We're just stuck here in Icewind Dale, and there's no way to get out. So I think it's the rhyme, I think it's that's what's keeping us here.
Well, why don't you just go back to becoming an adventuring unit again and help the people with their problems? You could do a lot of good in the world.
I couldn't even cast that old spell if I wanted to. I've been out of the game for so long. Like I said, I've been practicing for over 7 years. So all those skills and the experience, I just, there's very little I could do. I mean, y'all might even be almost as strong as me, but there's no growth for me anymore. It's my later years in life.
Listen.
Camus.
Oh.
Camus, and I try and start patting in my jacket to see if I might have a drink on me or something that I can pour for him. I don't think I do, but I just kind of pat as
Sure.
I'm talking. And I say, listen, we've barged in. This is really not my place, and I feel uncomfortable saying this, but I just feel like, especially after everything you've told us, you're stuck here. That's reality at this point, and I understand that that's difficult. I don't know if I believe it myself. I'm having difficulty coming to terms with that fact. But while you're here, don't you think that it would be better to try and overcome the differences that you've had with the only people that you have a decent connection with, and go it together, even if you can't adventure together? I mean, for God's sake, you guys are tearing yourselves apart here by trying to run 5 businesses in this tiny little fishing town. What? It's not gonna
Or
work.
dispel them or something.
Give me your persuasion.
All right.
Can I help with his role?
Yeah,
And I think I'll say yeah, I figure we're all really stuck here for a while anyways, so at the very least you guys can join up and increase your brand exposure. It would be very good for your profits.
Okay.
Surprisingly insightful thoughts from that slow-talking Firbolg.
Would you like to
we
roll
need
your
to
own
increase
roll, or
brand
do you want to give
recognition.
him advantage?
The second.
Okay.
Advantage?
Yep.
At 20?
Not quite.
2.
So it's going to be a 16 total.
Okay. Yeah, he seems to receive your information well. He's like, that sometimes you need a bit of a swift kick in the tuchus, if you know what I mean, to get you punted off on the right direction. Maybe it is time that I talk to my old brothers here and did something good for this town. You know what? We've heard, or I've heard, that you guys helped the old Dasrak kind of make a new step forward in the old fishing empire there at the docks. Is that right?
Makes me think that maybe there will be some business flowing in to take advantage of if things aren't so fractured soon.
Well, let me ask your opinions then, all of you. Which, and I want you to answer on 3. I don't want you to talk first. Which of the 5 taverns should we, make the primary one? I want all of you to type in rhyme time. Don't hit enter. And when I say hit enter, yes, DJ.
All of us haven't been to all of them, right?
Nope.
Right.
Okay. We're working on the limited information we have.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, can I get the names again?
There is
The Grumpy Moose.
Mhm.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Blackbeard Brother Tavern. Even Keel. The River's Mouth. Stones. Only one of us has been to Stones, though.
What do I see whenever the daylight came in this place? What do I see around me?
Again, very desolate. I mean, I'll go ahead and tell you it's not this one. I'll give you guys that. This one is very it looks like he's given up on life essentially. before having this conversation. And he'll also, I mean, if you guys look like you want to ask questions, I mean, feel free to jump in and ask him a question. Otherwise, okay, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Grumpy Moose. But 1 out of 1. What?
The buried
That's
treasure.
the only one I've been to.
Kyle. The ship one? What is the ship one?
The one that's all dressed up like pirate
Even keel.
Even
stuff
keel.
or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, even keel.
So you all say a different one.
No.
No,
Slagging
there's
and
two.
I agree.
Oh, the Grumpy Moose. Okay, yeah. Okay. He's just like, oh, wow. Yeah. Looks like, we're probably not impressing anybody with any of these. Maybe a redesign's in order. I wonder if we could tear down some of these. And he goes over to, like, one of the wooden, like, tables. And you see him start casting a spell, and you see the wood begin to knit itself together. You'd recognize this as the mending spell. And he's like, all right. Well, I suppose it's been long enough sitting in this darkness. Maybe it's time to shed some light on this situation. And he holds his hand out towards Wilfred.
You get a witch? Let me see that coin, Wilfred.
Also, I have a suggestion. Why don't you just smush all your ideas together and be the bearded, grumpy pirate moose in?
He puts a hand on Slagin's shoulder after taking the coin from Wilfred that Wilfred apparated. And he's like, you're the thinking man of the group, I can tell you.
I am.
That is not a bad idea.
I'm sometimes also good at math.
I absolutely believe that. Well, friends, next time you're in, come back in about a month. And hopefully my brethren and I will have something worthy of your assistance in this situation. I think it's time we put all this to bed, eh?
I agree.
Oh,
Absolutely.
if they're all simulacra, they're not real people. So if they give you any lip, you just kill them.
Well, that's not exactly how we handle things, in the LaFair family. It's all about, kindness and respect. And, you got to show a bit of... You can't just kill things that get in your way.
Well, first of all, I disagree. Second of all,
I disagree
yeah,
with
they're
how
magic.
you run your family.
yeah. You can absolutely go and kill things.
Yeah, if they're
If
not
they're in
real
your way.
people, can't you just poof them away?
I mean, technically, I could, but do you have any idea how much a simulacrum costs?
It's quite expensive, last I checked.
No, but I mean,
Thought about that.
I
if
can...
it costs that much, then they should be grateful to you.
Oh, Christ.
And they owe you.
Camus, I suggest that you do not introduce violence into your brand. This will probably have a negative impact.
Well, you don't have to do it violently.
Or
You can poison them as they sleep.
Well, Mr.
Really, just poof them away.
Mr. Sri, I think you are correct. Each of these simulacrum costs roughly 1,500 gold and quite some time to create. So
That's a lot.
it's 6,000 gold of people. Yeah,
But what are people really worth?
1,500
What's a
gold.
gold? Okay, hang on. Let me get the dollar USD because USD to gold in 5e is a lot of money actually. 5e gold.
But you see, as you're looking it up, you guys see that you feel like he's been reinvigorating. He's kind of putting on some gear and pulling out some papers, and looks like he's starting to take action on something.
Yeah.
I would go up to him and just a little closer than I normally would get and just say, listen, it's never too late to go back and grow and, keep moving on with your life. It doesn't matter how long you've been in isolation or been spinning your wheels. You can always move forward. That's something I've learned. I was by myself for a number of years and I've felt reinvigorated myself. So I wish you the best and hopefully you're in a much better place when we check back here in a month.
As you're talking to him, he doesn't appear to be paying any attention to anything you're saying.
Wow.
But when you finish, he says, here it is. And he hands you a tightly rolled up scroll. And he says, quietly, I've seen one other with your condition. This might help you. And he just hands you a scroll.
I appreciate it. I'll just tuck it away for now.
Yep. Yeah. Simulacrum costs $624,000. Jesus.
Yep.
Oh, for all
So,
four. Okay.
Yeah, each gold piece is $104 roughly.
Damn.
And that was in 2018, so.
So
Didn't we find out though that like most of these people don't ever see a gold piece in their lifetime?
Well, I mean, it depends. Like if you're a like sellsword, you make like
Wizard
2
dude.
gold a day, I think, or something. Or was it 2 silver? I mean, gold is a lot. Like a gold is a whole lot. But I mean, it costs like 5 gold for like a longsword or something. So it's not like no one ever gets any.
I guess that's true. It's like the cost of a pistol.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, this guy's busy working away. What would you guys like to do?
I just start getting ready to leave.
Okay.
Anything? Oh, Sirgun.
What do you do to get ready to leave again?
Starts moving towards
I just
the
move
door.
toward the door and I look at you guys.
He
I mean, I
floats-
checked away the scroll.
I'm
floats
That was
getting
it.
naturally
ready.
towards
I
the door.
might leave.
I'm always ready to leave, guys. Moment's notice.
What are you gonna say, Sri?
Sorry.
I was going to come up to him, kind of in the same manner that Isaac had, put my hand on the shoulder and say, "If you continue to use pretty lights like that, you can really reach the throughput of this establishment.
While
Just remember that." Pats him and turns away.
Starting to doubt my original assessment of the Firbolg's intellectual comment on the business runnings of this guy.
I mean, it's actually very smart.
you just see him nod.
Real daylight.
Thank you. That's about all he says.
I want that daylight, actually. I'm fiending for it.
Yeah. Well, what would you
Isaac
guys?
very much doesn't.
Yeah. What would you guys like to do?
Yeah, no, all right, yeah, thanks. Good talking, Candace.
Yep.
We'll come back and visit you.
Very cool. So you guys gather your things again and leave out into the thoroughfare.
I just want to clarify real quick. Where did that daylight coin end up?
He has it. Camus has it.
And I see. It got returned.
Yes. Wilfred reappeared reappeared it.
Apparode it. He apparode it.
You back.
You guys are back outside. The snow is blowing a bit harder than it was when you first went in. Not storm level or anything, but it's coming down.
Can we tell that there's a storm on the way though? Like if we decided to leave, would we be Blizzard Town again?
Give me a nature check.
All right.
My God,
12.
yes, a storm is coming.
What'd you get?
12.
Seems right.
Yeah, it seems all right. I don't think
No,
there's a
it
storm
doesn't.
coming.
Well, we could either leave now. I mean, I'm feeling fine.
I'm gonna die.
Or we could leave tomorrow. You're fine,
You're
Wilfred.
gonna,
I've
you don't
got
have a
I've got
thing
your
inside
rope.
you anymore, Wilfred. You can't complain.
I'm gonna get lost in the snow.
You have trail mix. You have snacks.
Don't worry, Wilfred. I'm sure one of us would be able to dig you out.
If you can find my body,
Well, we're holding onto this rope, so you should be fine.
no, don't let it go.
Aw, he holds onto the rope when he walks outside. It's so cute.
He's my
He's a
pet.
Cat gnome.
I'm gonna buy like a flag that has like a long.
Like 6 foot tall.
Yeah.
Like a red triangle flag at the top.
Well, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but we should probably move on. But nobody here has any money or anything for us to do. So
Yeah, this
Should-
town's depressing.
Should we tell Cora that we're gonna go look for her son, or not give her false hope and just see if we can figure out what happened?
Let's just go see.
Yeah, if we find her son, then great. And if we don't have to ever think about them ever again.
Sri, I don't know about you personally, but if you're looking for more folks, maybe they're one of the ones who went disappearing recently. I hear that there were several that went to this town inexplicably, so maybe this could help you on your search.
Yeah, I figure if all these brothers are actually copies of us, close to the same. Are they like automata, or are they like copies of them?
You don't know. You don't know. You heard him say simulacrum. You're not exactly sure what that is.
Well, I figure if one of these brothers doesn't know what I'm looking for, then none of the other ones will. It's such a thing. So I'm inclined to follow you guys if you want.
Well,
All right.
We're fairly capable. Yeah, if we've seen you do a cool shrinking move, what else do you do?
Which by this time he has regrown in his height. At some point during the conversation with Camus, you just kind of look back. You wouldn't have known with your passive, but yeah, he grows a couple inches taller.
So, like down here.
Yep.
Like I said, I've spent plenty of time out here. Wreckhead. People of my kind are fairly suited to the wilderness. Definitely hope you guys survive out here.
So you're like a guide. You can guide us through some of the forests and things.
I have a knack for remembering places that I've been. New ones are always going to be a little bit tougher. But, could help.
Have you been
wasn't there-
east?
Yeah, so I would have been.
Came from the east. Probably.
Perfect.
We have a cabin in the
Reghead
woods to
Glacier
find too.
is
Yeah.
northeast.
Where did you say that you guys are headed?
Caer-Dineval.
It's
Um,
Carne
So-
de Val.
Oh.
Carne asada.
Oh, I want one. Chili con carne?
Mhm.
DM, I would imagine that I would be fairly familiar with at least the layout of the tin town. Right?
Oh, yeah. Did you get the? Yeah. So you can see
Yeah.
if you look on the map. Yeah, you know
Yeah, I
the
have it.
general direction of it.
Yeah. So, and then for the group's knowledge, I have a feature of Wanderer where I have an excellent memory for maps, geography, college, and layouts.
It cut out.
Sorry.
Sorry.
He
I
has
have
a good.
I have a
He has a good memory,
good memory
for travel.
for maps and geography and
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
So if
I
I've-
cannot
if
wait
I've been
for you to
there,
get
I can
your new
recall
computer.
like the general. I know, right?
It's all good though.
Plus,
Yeah, he's a good tracker of sorts. So are you guys essentially you're heading to Caer-Dineval?
That's right.
Very good.
Yeah,
Well,
I
it's a
think
long
so.
way to go.
It is a long way to go. So it is 2 hours to Targos, 2 hours to Bryn Shander, 6 hour or no, and then it's 10.5 hours to Caer-Dineval. So you could do the first two, rest for the night, and then arrive the next evening. If you travel by foot, if you were to get sled dogs or axe beaks, it would reduce that time in half.
Fucking expensive though. I don't think any of us have enough money. It was like 50
It's
or like
50.
100 gold.
It's
50.
50, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there
50 gold.
anywhere that I can like buy a map of the region so that I can use this map that we have to make a plan?
Yeah. Easily enough, you're able to get that for 2 copper.
Okay.
Yep.
Because that way I can say, well, how about we go to East Haven and then head up from there? Because it'll be a long journey that way, and it'll at least be slightly, we'll have time to stop and prepare in East Haven.
Wait, where's
Wouldn't we
East
need
Haven?
to go around the
East Haven's on
lock
the east side.
dinastery?
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, go through. Okay.
Yeah, so to travel from Bryn Shander to East Haven, it would be 7.5 hours instead of 10.5. But then you'd have to.
It would add time to the total, but it'll give us a chance to stop and rest at East Haven and then go on to Caer-Dineval.
I mean, game wise, I mean, either way, the end of the day, you'd be in either East Haven or Caer-Dineval. If you went to East Haven, let's see how long it takes to get to Caer. It'd take you.
My dotted line.
It would take you 9
That
hours.
was fine.
Yeah, but it was my info.
Oh,
It was info for me.
What'd you
well,
do?
I got rid of the dotted line
Deleted our travel.
because I was making a new one.
I'm so glad you did, because that thing was shitty.
Yeah, it was bothering me. That's why I removed it.
Beautiful.
you.
I loved it. It
I-
looked like
I
blood
hated it.
trail.
I didn't mess with it because this is for you guys, but thank you, Ethan.
Yeah, it kept bothering me.
Anyways,
I loved it.
if you
The
get
artist of the group make little foot tracks.
Fuck that. That would take so long.
yeah, it would be so it'd take 10.5 hours to get to Caer-Dineval. If you went to Bryn Shander, it would take less time, but the next day it would still take 9 hours to get there from. Oh boy.
Oh no.
Yep, that's a,
Bunch.
that's a foot.
Brilliant.
Now I'm gonna dig into whether I can load assets in as like a stamp sort of thing.
Oh my god.
Yes.
But anyway, yeah, so we do that.
Are you stopping at East Haven, or are you going from Bryn Shander to Caer-Dineval?
I would say I think that we should just go straight through personally, but I don't really care either way. I mean, we could do a stop in East Haven. Is there a particular reason to go there?
God damn it. Oh boy, that's such a Kyle thing to do.
I love it. That's so good.
What are you guys doing? Going to
I
Caer-Dineval?
mean, I'll just kind of follow along, yeah.
Yeah, let's just go to Caer-Dineval.
Okay.
Got no dog in this fight.
It would essentially just add another day. So you pass through Targos. As you do pass through Targos, Sri, you notice that as they're passed by the guards, they seem to take notice of the group and begin to associate you. Like, oh, and you guys would actually hear them saying, "Were you the ones that brought that creature from the lake to help them with fishing?"
No, it wasn't us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was us. And I'll like flex and
And you see a
my
couple of
arms
the guards like slam their shield and spears against him. It's like, "Thank you for helping Tin Towns. You are a great asset."
Oh,
yeah, hire
that
us.
was
Make sure
I
to
thought you
tell
meant something
people
else.
that we're available to be hired for money.
And you hear a couple of the guards kind of laugh and be like, "Well, if we have money to spare, we will do so. But your efforts will be greatly appreciated if you decide to stop in Targos." And you guys continue walking on as you get to Bryn Shander. You guys are greeted. A couple people. You notice that like you're seen, and as soon as you're seen, some guards run off, and then by the time you get by and through the city, people actually bring you some warm food and some drink, and they like you guys take a quick pit stop. You've been marching for 4 hours, and they actually feed you.
Oh, thank you very much. Hey,
yeah.
we should really figure out a group name, because this is a lot of times where people are just like, "Oh, are you those people?" And then they have to like describe the whole thing. If we just had a name, we
I
wouldn't
don't know.
have to deal with
I
that.
feel like this is one of those situations where nicknames just kind of happen. I don't know, but
Oh, you feel like
I
it would
thought
just
we
naturally.
already agreed
What's
that
that?
we were the Ravinsons.
I mean, it's a little long, isn't it?
Well, it's memorable. Nobody
We're
will
the
forget that that's our
dream
name.
team.
Well, but won't people have trouble remembering how many suns it is?
No, it's just 3. You can count to 3 on your fingers. 1, 2, 3.
Well,
He
but
is
how often do you
very
see
good
counting
at
on your
counting.
fingers? Sorry, we
How
say
often
Travis.
what?
Oh, I said he is very good at counting.
It's true, you are pretty good at counting, but not everyone is Slaggin. Not, you don't see people counting in conversation very often, do you?
That's true, actually.
You
Most of
got-
the time, we're either like telling people what to do or, killing them or something. They don't have time to count on their fingers.
Exactly. Half the time they don't even get to keep their fingers.
Have you taken fingers?
You guys
I
are
mean, what's
approached. You guys are approached by a female in blue
Nice.
overcoats with a inner shirt that is leather but has imprints and indentions and raised parts of it, a gold sash around the mid waist with a large golden kind of buckle off to the side. You see that there's like ribbons almost that are sewn into this overcoat with a white fur collar. Her hair is pulled back, 2 simple earrings, an ear, big pursed lips, a fairly above average size nose, bags under her eyes, and she walks up to you with like a white furred hat on. Next to her, you see a black gentleman with a well-kept goatee, bald head, with some white or gray in his eyebrows, again with a fur collar, same blue color as the female, but with a more substantial leather garb over his shoulders and chest. And you see this female approach, says, "Hello, are you the ones who helped us previously retrieve
Recognize
the
them?
iron ingots for the black iron blades?"
I think Shree will actually kind of step in front of the group and he goes, "I've got this." He goes,
She just
that was
looks.
very good, Tree.
She just looks
Well
at
done.
you,
Well done.
and then you see the other gentleman with the goatee looks at you and says, "The speaker is talking to you." And then he looks at you, Shree, and he goes,
The speaker hasn't said anything yet.
She did.
"Oh no, she did."
Oh, did she?
Yeah, she said,
What'd
"Are
she
you the
say?
ones who
Oh.
helped us out previously and brought back the iron ingots for the black iron blades?"
Right on.
Head nod, head nod.
Shree, after he does the head nod, turns back to the group to see like if they are like.
Are we?
Yeah, we are. Yep,
yep,
we got iron ingots and
Yep.
black iron blades, sword guys.
And
I got you, boo.
am I to understand that you also helped Goodmead?
Yeah, good mead and Bremen, and we just we do good work everywhere we go.
And were you there at no, not there. And you were there at Goodmead whenever what's his name? Kendrick was killed, and you slayed the Verbeg that slayed him.
Yeah, we brought mead. We brought mead here, didn't we? I think we brought mead here.
Yep.
She will then, and as you guys see that these two figures kind of approached, there's probably about 100 people have kind of gathered around you at this point, and she kind of turns and looks at everyone and says, "These temps, these people have helped 10 Town. You too can do the same if you pull up arms and enlist in the militia. Do not fear what is out in the cold, in the woods. A roll will not slay us all. We must stand together and stay strong." And then there's like a cheer and kind of a bit of a roar.
And I'll be like, "Yeah, stay strong and hire us for money."
She looks back at you guys and says, "Well, Goodmead is looking for a new speaker. If any of you are interested, here is my endorsement." And she hands a little medallion off of her belt. It looks very similar to that gold emblem that's on her waist. She says, if any of you wish to run for speaker for the good of Goodmead and wish to look over it in its safety for any period of time, I would be happy to have someone as brave as any one of you, or you as a collective. If your time as the speaker of Goodmead comes to an end, you would simply hold an election and be sure to elect the next speaker. I hear
I
that.
think they were in the middle
description.
of doing that already.
What'd you say, Slacken?
I think they were in the middle of doing that already. We left and they were already starting elections.
There's a 10-day period before the actual debate occurs, and the next day would follow the election itself by the people of Goodmead. You do not have to run. There are others who are willing to step up if need be, if your skills needed elsewhere. There's much to do, but you are not required to stay in one location as a speaker of 10 towns. You're able to travel as you see fit, but once you are in the town, your word is law. And she holds out a hand. She says, I am Speaker Duvessa Shane. I am head counsel of the 10 town speakers. And this is Sheriff Markham Southwall. You see him just give a nod.
What was her name again?
Duvessa, Duvessa, Shane, Shane.
Okay, and he was sheriff.
Sheriff
something?
Markham Southwell. I will just boom.
Okay.
And she is the speaker council. She's the head of the council of speakers.
Wow,
Well,
so
nice to meet you, Miss Shane.
Do you all
it's
introduce
kinda like the
yourself?
speaker of speakers.
Do you all introduce yourselves? Give her your names.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Well, if
And I'll
hopefully
accept that little token.
you took it,
I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll accept it.
she hands it to you. You have it. Put it in your
Would we
inventory.
give the token to someone else if we trusted them?
I would prefer you not. A endorsement from someone such as myself, I would feel more comfortable if I handed it out personally.
That's fair. I understand.
If you choose not to utilize it, send it back to Bryn Shander. It'll make its way back into my hands. Just address it to the town hall.
Isaac, you should be the speaker for Goodmead because you lived there already.
Speaker Duvessa?
I lived there, but I'm not sure if I want my word to be law. I'm not the kind of person you'd want to follow necessarily.
If you do
We have
wish,
bad words.
Speaker myself.
if you do wish to endorse someone, you may use my symbol to endorse yourself, so that you may vicariously endorse someone else. However, do not provide the symbol itself to them. It would be a third-party endorsement, essentially.
Okay.
Well, there's much to do. Stay warm. Be safe. Good luck.
Speaker Duvessa.
Thank you for fifth speaker.
Oh, I'm sorry. I jumped in. Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh,
I would be interested in talking to you about the nature of what's happening in 10 Towns and Icewind Dale on the whole.
Sure. What questions do you have, Alien?
I'm a little concerned about the way that the towns are being allowed to select their sacrifices to stay alive during this time of darkness.
Alien, this is one of those towns.
I'm
She
well aware.
and she says, "And what is it that you suggest?"
I don't think that the sacrifice of life is something that should ever be provided to try and satiate some angry god. Just as you spoke to these people now to stand strong and join the militia to stand against, the tyranny of what's her name? I want to stop referring to her as the
The-
Oral, whatever.
Oh,
Oral.
A rule. I
rule?
always have a hard. Let me actually look that up in the proper notes. Her. I'll tell you in a second. Go ahead.
Anyway, so just as you spoke to your people in this moment to stand up against a rule that she couldn't kill all of you, I feel like it's a cowardly decision to have decided to sacrifice people on a regular basis just to appease her.
It's Auril, Auril, but it's.
Are you all real?
Auril? Are you Auril?
You for real?
She says, while I understand your concern, this is not something that was easily decided or quickly decided. This was decided by the council of the various options, and to go without warmth would lead our guardsmen strong and unable to protect our walls throughout the night. To go without to sacrifice our food would do the same. Putting the lottery in shares its own benefits and its own downfalls. Anyone who does not agree with this is able to move to any other 10 town. So it is their choice to live here. If they want to benefit from the protection of the wall, then this is what they have to accept.
I'm not gonna sit here and have this horrible argument in front of all of her people, but my face is very fuck you for that argument.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Like, that's a bullshit argument. These people who are living in squalor cannot just choose to up and leave to another town in this awful situation. But anyway, I don't say any of that. Okay. Thank you.
And though I've not repeated necessarily, there are, like, you guys do see people going back and forth between the roads, walking on sled dogs, on axe beaks. Like, there is activity between the towns. It's not like you're in the town.
Maybe the people who are lucky enough to be tradesmen and have money,
yes.
or family who have money and things. But
exactly. And she just nods at you, says, "Well, we are lucky to have you, and hopefully one day we'll be able to see each other on the other side of all this."
I hope so.
And then she nods and walks off, along with Sheriff, and the crowd disperses a bit, but people are kind of looking at you. You see, like, you see a few kids, like 3 kids out of this 100 group of people, kind of pointing to you, and they pull out some sticks and kind of sword fight each other and stuff, and then kind of disappear in the crowd.
I think I want to go to Wilfred and inspect the was it a coin that she gave that had her emblem on it? Can you tell me about how it looks?
Do you willingly show Sri the coin? Yeah, so
Yes.
You get the coin, and on it you... Huh?
I'm like down, like bent, hunched all the way over. Looking down, so.
You bend at the waist. You don't bend the knee. No.
Yeah.
you get down to his level, and you look, and the coin appears to have a ear of corn kind of growing up with some antlers going out to the side, and on the left side is a foaming mug. On the right side is like a hammer. And then on the back, it says Council of Speakers in it, like crudely carved and written in there.
Point, I say, this is good. Very recognizable. It translates. Everybody knows what it is. Power of marketing. Remember, and I'd like kind of like pat. I think I'd take his hat and I'd pat his head after. Remember that.
I have a
you.
quick question. You seem to have an interesting business mind. Have you run a business in the past, or?
No, I just try to be aware of the way that people can kind of spread their recognition. Like you guys here, and everybody knows who you are. Be known further by others, but it's interesting the way that people can become acclaimed and therefore accrue power.
Are you a
I guess
public
it's
relations
true.
expert?
I released the Reghead Gazette that we distributed to the to the tribe. No public relations history to speak of. I just
Maybe a
it's
life
not
coach?
real business, but
That's a shame. We could
knowing
really use
how
the
other
help.
people operate is so to speak.
All right. Well, you guys wrap up your meals and your drinks and begin heading out. And you make the long
that a
walk-
short
Back to the wilderness.
or actually, I'm so sorry. You guys would actually spend the night here. At this point, it's about 8 p.m. After 4 hours of travel from your afternoon conversation. So you actually spend the night here. Where would you guys?
I would get my own room again.
Okay. Are you going to?
Inspect the scroll.
Okay. Are you going to? Was it the North Look? I think. Yeah, the North Look. Where Old Bitey is. There is the giant fish mounted on the wall with a placard under it that says Old Bitey. It has a bunch of scars up and down the side. You're greeted by the proprietor, who Scramsacks.
Scramsacks, that's perfect.
Scramsacks gestures at you and greets you, and yeah, you guys are able to get a night here. Isaac, you get your own room. What about the rest of you? Are y'all boarding up together, getting your own rooms, or enough for all of you?
Yeah, I'll get my
Anybody
own room.
want to split a room?
Wilford, you know I'm always down to bunk with you, buddy.
Will you be the little spoon this time?
Sure.
Well,
Let's
you can
practice his
shrink.
jetpacking.
Oh, not that much, I guess.
I can make myself small, medium, or large.
Oh, you could be his size or smaller. You could actually be the small spoon.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's funny. All right, so
I would make an extra special point to walk up to Old Bitey as soon as we get there.
yeah, you walk straight up to Old Bitey, and he goes, "There's a place I like to go. Farther up the river's
my
flow. Where it is, I don't know. Must be under all that snow." And
Is
you,
this a mounted wiggling
Yes.
mechanical fish?
And
It's
after
not
he finishes
mechanical.
his song, I will take a step back, and then I'll step back within range once more.
and when you do, the people hear a couple people laugh, a couple people groan. Yep.
I find the people who were groaning, and I'll look straight at them and just grin. Just grin at them.
They just kind of like. So each room is going to cost you 5 silver pieces.
2.5 from me.
I think I'm going to see if they will either charge a lower rate or let me sleep for free out in the lobby, out of range of old Scaly on the wall, so that I'm not like triggering.
They would not let you sleep in the lobby. How would you be trying to get a lower rate?
I
By
was
sleeping in the lobby.
Yeah, that's what it is.
wondering if you had any economy rate accommodations.
Not here, friend. If you want to get more affordable accommodations, you might have to go find yourself another inn or possibly pay someone to sleep in their house. A personal home.
Sleep on the floor here.
Well, fortunately, this is an establishment. We do not close, so people need to be able to come in and out, not worry about people falling asleep.
I could lay down outside of the footpath so that I do not disrupt the flow of your establishment.
Am I nearby at this point?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay. Let's say I've just finished paying for my half of the room that me and Wilfred are gonna share. And I'll just have heard this conversation and like turn back and be like, Three, you could sleep with Wilfred, would you be okay sharing a room with Three?
Threesome.
I don't want to be in the middle.
No, that's okay. You guys can I'll get a different room.
I could sleep on the floor. If that's what.
I'd rather you sleep in the bed. I honestly I prefer my own room anyway, and me and Wilfred have had some alone time together previously, so I know what I'm missing.
I think now I would prefer to sleep on the floor.
Oh,
Just kidding.
And I'll just go. I'll just go plunk another 5 silver down after I'd already paid 2.5.
Okay.
And...
Okay, so who's sleeping with Wilfred? Or is Alyan and Shri in this room?
Shri is sleeping, I believe, on Wilfred's floor.
Okay.
And I believe that Shri also, after he saw that Alyan went and he paid the silver down for him and gave him that talk, he gives him one.
That's right. I give it back. I never leave a dude hanging with the what's up.
Very nice.
Well, I'm gonna go to my own room accommodations that I've decided to purchase for myself then and settle in.
Very cool, very cool. So you guys are able to find sleep. You know, you have dinner and have some ale, but you guys have, unless there's anything else, but you guys have talked about your plans of what you're going to do before you each break off to your own rooms. Is there anything you guys want to talk about while down in the common area?
I am this tall. So I really could fit in a chest. So if they, have extra blanket, I just open the chest in the
like
room.
A dog.
Roll me a d20. If you get 15 or higher, your room has a chest with blankets.
13.
Nope.
Aw, so close.
Just a bed and no floor.
This is very nice. My room has a
I guess I'm
chest in
taking
it.
the bed.
I'm not even using.
Complimentary storage.
All right, Isaac, you get up to your room. What are you wanting to do?
Look for a chest. Just kidding. I'll look at the scroll.
You open the scroll and your eyes run over it, and it's in a language you don't appear to understand.
Interesting. You looked at the languages I have. I assume that.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, great. Well, I guess I'll have to ask someone about this, and I'll go to bed.
Okay. Fair enough. You guys get a long rest, so go ahead and hit that button if you need to.
Rest.
You get a long rest. You wake up the next day. We'll say that your lodging included food. You guys have a literal entire day's travel to get there. Is there anything you guys want to do, or just make your way there?
Really quick. Does it look like a cipher of some kind, or literally I just don't even know what the...
Give me an intelligence check.
Okay. Natural 20.
Natural 20 for a total of...
Plus 5, so 25.
It is written in Infernal.
Oh shit.
You know the
okay,
language.
I know that it is Infernal, I just don't know how to read it.
Correct.
Okay. Well, I might have someone to speak to about this.
Man, it's too bad you don't have an entire campaign's
Speak
worth
man
of
about a horse.
characters that can
I
speak
know.
Infernal.
For some reason, everyone almost in that campaign knows Infernal, although most of them might have story reasons. Anyway, would I know
make up any
that
story for a reason?
Yeah.
Where?
would I know that tieflings generally being associated
Yeah, you're
with
smart. You're
Infernal
smart
stuff?
enough. Yeah.
Okay.
You'd assume.
So then when I see Slagan in the morning after, the greetings and whatnot, I would ask him, hey, are you able to read this? If you don't mind me asking.
Sure, I'll take it and I'll kind of look at it and I'll like flip it upside down and be like, I have no idea what this is.
Okay. Well, appreciate the help anyway. Do any of you speak or read Infernal?
What? No.
So
Some
because I'm a
kind of demon
tiefling, you
worshipper?
assumed I could speak infernal.
Well, most of the tieflings I've come across have been able to speak it. I'm sorry
Ooh,
to make
awkward.
assumptions,
Put
but
my head over my plate and start eating that.
I mean, you introduced yourself as a tiefling, and
How many
oftentimes
tieflings
I
have
am
you
a
come
tiefling.
across?
it's fairly common. They used to be a lot less common, but nowadays you see them pretty much every town up here in 10 Towns.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, most tieflings probably do speak infernal. So if you see any other ones, be sure to ask them.
I appreciate your assurance. I never doubted, but I appreciate it.
Such a dick.
You guys do.
Where are we headed to again? Sorry. East near
Caer-Dineval.
Dineval.
Oh, okay. So we are headed east until we hit the crossroads, and then north.
Correct.
Is that the plan? Okay.
What you guys do? You guys leave. You have a bit of conversation where you're just naturally talking and generally bonding with each other, getting to a point where you're feeling more comfortable with each other's presence. So, next time RP-wise stuff comes up, you feel more comfortable. Like you spent 10.5 hours walking with these people. So you guys are just kind of naturally building up that bond. But you get to a crossroads where there's a giant tree with a bunch of large signs that point in various directions covered in frost. One of you probably jump up there or maybe use mage hand or something to wipe it free so you can read it properly, but you do see it points...
Oh, I didn't see this last time.
Yep, it's because I just made it up. And you see a sign that
I'll
points to...
hold Wilfred up.
And there's a sign that says Caer-Dineval, Caer-Konig. And then one point to East Haven, then Goodmead and Dugan's Hold. You guys follow the path northeast and begin to arrive on the outskirts of Caer-Dineval. On the outskirts, you see this very small town. There are not a lot of people out at all. You begin approaching the town, and it appears to be just one road that makes a bit of a C shape around the edge of this dock, but the docks are completely frozen. You see towards the docks there's a old watchtower that is completely ruined down to rubble. Next to it is a place called Denev's Rest that appears to be boarded up from the outside. As you walk along this path, you see that there's a variety of different shaped and styled homes that all kind of lead uphill a bit until it gets to the base of this hill that has a steep incline. And you see a larger looking tavern kind of towards the midway point to the top of the hill. And as you are at the bottom of the hill, you can see there's like another road post that says the uphill climb, pointing up towards the tavern. And then you can see the outer walls at the top of this hill and the cliffs that roll down into the icy lake. You see the Caer.
Well, where are we supposed to go? Are we going to go up to the castle? Or, I mean, this place looks kind of run down, to be honest.
And real quickly, is everyone good to play for another like 10, 20 minutes?
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
All right, yeah. So, yeah, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, where are we going?
Let's go into town.
I mean, you are in town essentially. So, as I described,
Let's go talk to people.
as I described this, like you guys kind of walk through the whole thoroughfare to get a layout of the town. So you're in the town. So it's kind of, what do you want to do?
Where does it look like there are people who work for the city? Is there like guards posted outside of any specific buildings, or are they up by the castle, or where do we see them?
You do not see any guard anywhere, which is a odd note. Very different than any 10-town that you've been in thus far. You don't see any walking militia anywhere. You see a handful of people that kind of jump building to building with maybe bag goods or a basket of something, as they quickly rush into a home nearby. These steep roofs, they have light emitting from inside, except for a couple ruined homes. That old Tavern Denev's Rest, like I said, is boarded up. The watchtower ruin is collapsed.
We don't really know where to go. Do we just want to go knock on a door? Any door? Where to go? Oh, do we just want to go knock on?
Did he just skip out for you guys?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Yep.
You got
Okay.
laggy across.
Nice.
Okay.
My back.
Let's
Yeah,
go
you're
to the
good.
inn.
That
All
old
right.
boarded up shack inn. Okay.
Do
I'm
we
just kind of like.
Do I see any other tieflings around?
Give me a perception check. Ethan, roll me a d20. Tell me what you get.
Okay. 3.
20.
20. You see someone walking past, and you think you see something similar to what Slagan has, like a tail kind of poking out the bottom of their cloak. But it's hard to tell because they're obviously, wrapped up in winter clothing garb.
Are they just out and about like regular ass town folk looking?
Yep.
Or
They just popped out of a house, maybe a few houses down. They're kind of walking down towards that old ruined watchtower area, and looks like they're heading towards a house, kind of towards the end of the road. You know what I should have been doing? Nope, not that.
Making a little goblin
Oh,
drawing.
real.
Why is this not working?
Yeah, so in our talks about this stuff, would have said that that kid, the son of the bartender lady, had left months ago with some tieflings. And he had become weird. This was my notes. He became weird over a black shard of ice.
Checks out.
Said something about the old castles. But that's the information that I have. So, this is why I was looking for tieflings in particular.
Ah.
So maybe it's some kind of weird cult situation. This whole
Well,
town is.
Do you want to talk to a tiefling?
Yeah, but not you.
Well, that's okay.
I don't think you count.
I kind of count.
I think I'm a tiefling.
You only count a little bit, like maybe 3/5.
Oh shit.
It's not totally
That's
off.
not.
Yikes.
That's just not.
Anyway, yeah, let's go into the tavern
All right, we go into the tavern.
and
Bust the door open.
see what these people look like.
You go into the like closed down tavern, you said, or the one on the hill?
One that doesn't look closed down.
The one that does not look closed down?
Yeah.
Okay.
'Cause
So
we gotta talk to people.
okay, sorry. I thought y'all said closed one earlier, or boarded up one earlier. So yeah, you follow that tiefling lady over kind of towards the south part of that, see where that ruined thing is. That building on the edge, well, it doesn't matter. You guys pass by the old boarded up kind of inn looking place, and then you kind of look over across this little body of frozen lake, and you see that standalone building kind of towards that castle. That is the uphill climb. That's the tavern. You guys walk all the way along the street and begin walking up the hill to the uphill climb. You guys arrive to the tavern. Where is this bad boy?
How convenient. We're already most of the way to the castle.
And yeah, you guys see a middle-aged man a human. That's you guys walk in and says, "Hey, what do you want?"
I mean, some hospitality wouldn't go amiss.
Yeah. Well, we don't have any here. We're fully booked.
Oh wow, that's a big step away from all the other inns we've been in.
Yeah, is that so?
You must have a wonderful inn.
Yeah, not as good as the Cairn. Maybe they have room there.
Where's that?
Just up the hill.
Like the big castle?
Yeah.
There's
They
some
just
kind
let
of
people in?
event going on here, by the way. You're all booked up.
Nope. Just fully
Phoenix
booked.
open.
Nothing available.
You have any like drinks or?
A whole lot of mead. Haven't got much.
You're fully booked and you're all out?
That's right. It's a terrible situation.
You're missing
Whoa.
out on so much money.
Let the record show that I am okay with sleeping on the floor. So.
That you're
But
what?
you're what?
I didn't catch that.
Okay, we're
Okay
sleeping on
with
the floor.
sleeping on the floor of the lobby.
Oh.
He
Damn
just
it.
looks. He just looks. He says, "Well, there's plenty of floor at the Cairn."
Wow, let us
I
get
guess
out of
we'll
your
have to
hair
check out the
then.
car.
When we look around, is there in fact a lot of people in here?
Give me a perception check.
16.
16. This is a fairly big building. There's only 2 other people in this room.
Yeah, he's totally lying and seedy.
What does this guy look like? Is he tiefling? What's...
Human.
Okay.
Does he look like an asshole?
Give me... I don't know.
That
Is
would
he
be
puckered?
insight, wouldn't it?
Yeah, give me an insight check.
I mean, it's also opinion.
A history check, maybe.
Are you
Four.
historically an
History.
asshole?
4?
Are you historically an asshole, or?
Did you say 4?
I've heard of your assholery. Yeah, 4.
It's hard to read. You can't tell if he's being an asshole or if there's something else going on. Like maybe something's going on at home. Maybe him and the wife aren't talking much anymore. Who knows?
Christ.
Trouble
Alright,
in
well-
the bedroom, huh?
Sorry for bothering you.
Yes, well, the business up at the Cairn would be better for you.
You know, we have a pretty good
Alright.
track record of turning taverns around who don't have a lot of business.
He just kind of looks at you and gives like a all right. Just kind of smiles and grimaces a bit.
Like that's
We're
good.
have
business
a-
moguls.
I have a step-by-step process that can get you up and running in just a week.
Christ almighty.
That's so good.
Oh, God.
Well, you know it's a bit late. Better it is late. You guys, made your way here. It's about 10 o'clock at night. Says you better get a night up at the Cairn before nighttime falls through.
Very
Appreciate
nice
the
to meet
info.
you.
Fair enough.
You have a great day, I suppose.
All right.
Have a good luck day.
Good luck, day. You guys
That's
leave.
good.
It's a
That's
common
catchy.
phrase in Icewind.
That's catchy. Everyone should use that one.
As we're walking out the door. Oh, fucking asshole.
He was a member of the Rectal Clan.
That's right.
All right.
Well, we make our way up the hill towards the cairn.
Okay. As you make your way up here, you notice that there's definitely a lot more people outside. Are you guys just approaching normally, just walking up the hill, walking through the open portcullis and all that?
Well, let's
Yeah,
ask.
sure.
Why are you all standing around out here?
And you see,
Yeah.
well, as you approach kind of the front entryway where this portcullis would be, and you say, "What are you all doing out here?" You see them kind of like, "Hold on, we are guard for the the speaker. What is your business here?
We were told to get rooms here.
There are, and then you see one of them kind of hit the other one in the shoulder and point towards Slagan. Slagan, give me a perception or insight check.
I think we're cultists, and
15
he's our cultist friend.
insight specifically.
15 insight. As
Yep.
you see this gesture, you see. Let me message you, and you can tell
Interesting.
everyone right away, or it's up to you.
Okay.
Yeah, we were told to get a.
So
here. I think is the last thing I said.
he hits him in the shoulder and he points towards Slag and says, "Are you I've not seen your face around here, friend."
Well, I haven't been around here.
For
but-
quite some time.
Are these are they
Yeah, they're with me.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
You see them kind
Just
of
Slagan.
give you see them give each other kind of a bit of a worried look. Give me a persuasion roll.
Okay. 19. 18 plus 1.
Okay. Okay. They look at you and say, "Do you know where you're going?"
No, actually, I could use you some directions.
And they say, "All right, come with me." And they begin to lead you guys, and they whistle up to the armaments. I forget what they're called, but above, and you see a couple people kind of look over, and the gate just opens up a bit more.
When I see them look over, I'll wave.
They just kind of nod down towards you, and that's where we're gonna stop tonight.
All right.
These guys are creepy.
It's not a bad news.
Yeah, it's really weird so far.
It's sending me tingly vibes down my spine.
Yeah, this yep. Whenever this came up, I read the Caer-Dineval, whatever.
Carne asada.
Carne asada. I read it more in depth, and I was like, what do I do with this? What do I do with this? So I know what I'm doing this week. I know what I need to read up on.
Right on.